question 68. We have to calculate the gradient from our topo map from point C to D. Now, this is partially a reference table question, remembering that there is a formula for gradient. It's right here. Gradient equals change in field value over distance. So we're going to have to get a couple values here from our map. So let's take a look at our map here. And we have point C and point D on here. And one thing we can kind of figure out from this map is that the elevation of C is 600 and the elevation of D, it's on the line, is 500. So those are my two values. And if I write those down, I'm going to look at this part of my answer booklet. I know that my change in field value is 600 minus 500. So those are my two values that I'm subtracting, and that's in meters. Now we have to figure out the distance. That's what's going to go on the bottom. Now, the distance between them can be obtained by measuring between C and D. And again, this is one where you got to kind of use some scrap paper. I'm just going to put a piece of paper right along the line, marking C, marking D, and then I'm going to bring this down to my scale, which is down below on the left-hand side of the map. And if you look, if I line this one edge up with that, and this one up with there, you can see where I end up being right here. And that's exactly 5 kilometers. So that's the number that's going to go on the bottom of my equation here, 5 kilometers. Now, this is fairly simple math. 600 minus 500 is 100 meters divided by 5 kilometers. And again, if you're like one of those people like, I can't do this math, it's very difficult. I hope you can do this math in your head, but you could always use a calculator on the Regents exam as long as it's a simple one. 100 divided by 5 is 20. I hope you can do that in your head, but there you go. 20 meters per kilometer is the answer to question number 68.